Good morning. If you're here, let me know you're here in the chat. Good Saturday morning, Success Circle. When you get here, let me know you're here in the chat. Hi, Nicole. Good morning. Happy Saturday. How are you? Hello, Vicki. Good morning. Good morning, Karen. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. How are you doing? That's my sister, Nidra. You made it. Good morning. Thank you. I hope everybody's having a beautiful morning. Some of you may be still in the bed, but that's okay. You are here today. So thank you. I am honored that you're here. So we're just going to wait a couple of minutes until we get more people on. And while we're waiting, so we can get acquainted with each other, if you can just tell us where you're from. Where are you from this morning? Theodore Linda, hi, good morning. Great to see you again. Good morning, Keisha. Great to see you again as well. Oh, you are not late. We are just getting started. All right, Vicky's here by Michigan. Please let us know where you're from so we can see where everyone's from. Welcome. Shaniqua, welcome from Brooklyn, and she lives in Maryland. Yay! Shaniqua, in my hometown. Yes, Theodore Linda's in North Carolina. We have North Carolina in the house, White Plains, Maryland, Michigan. Yes, represent. Where are you from? And good morning. Come on in. And while we're waiting for more people, I just want to remind you, if you were here for day one, we had life work. So I would like you to just get yourself prepared, take out your pencil and your paper and your life work from the last class. So this will give you a minute to get your things together because we're going to do some things with that. Yes, Nicole, hometown Boston, now in Maryland. Welcome. All right. And I know, like, I am a planner. If you've been on my channel, you know I'm a planner. So I created my own Success Saturdays journal. You see that? And it's like foiled. So you could do the same thing. Take any old journal and make it into your Success Saturdays journal. That way you can keep like everything together and you won't have to worry about like a bunch of pieces of paper. Even if you have an old journal or notebook or a folder, just somewhere to keep all of your stuff. Good morning, Crystal. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. And we're letting each other know where we are from. So make sure you put where you're from in there because we are a community. So we want to gather with each other. Good morning, Candace. Good morning, Trika. All right, so it looks like we have a good amount of people on today. So again, thank you for joining Success Saturdays. For those of you who are just joining today, because I see some new friends here, this is a virtual life coaching series that is based on my new book called, let me get it. Try Success, It Won't Bite. So I noticed that some people were DMing me and saying, I bought the book, I ordered the book. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for supporting me. And I hope when you get the book, you're excited about it and it complements what we're doing here on Success Saturday. So this is the book. Now, I promised you something last Success Saturday. I said, if you come to this one, you will get a free workbook. Okay. So you already got it. You just don't know it yet. This is the workbook. It is a 30-page workbook. So even if you can't get this book right now, this has some things in it that's in the book, okay? So you can, welcome Trika from Georgia. So you can get this free 30-page workbook on the recording of day 1 in the description box. So this is located in the description box of the day 1 recording. So you're going to have to go back to that recording, and then it should be in PDF. Now, someone tried to access it and they needed access for some reason. Just request access if you can't get it. It is in PDF form, so it is a written document, and it's in PDF form, but you may have to ask for access to get it. So this is free. You can download it. You can keep it digital. This is for you to have. So that's my gift to you, to thank you for joining me. All right. So I would like to ask you a question. Since last Saturday, because remember I said we have this Saturday and last Saturday, but in between the 2 Saturdays is where all the work happens. So do we have anybody who would like to share anything positive that happened to you since last Saturday? We want some good news in the chat. Let's share some good news. Good morning, Zenobia. Good morning, Fit Body. Yes, good morning. Let us know where you're from. We want to know where you're coming from this morning. Thank you for joining our Success Saturday. And we're asking people who did the life work, and I'm going to remind you of our life work. So last day 1, this was our life work. We had to ask this miracle question. Imagine that your world is perfect and you have no worries, no obstacles, no burdens. Describe in detail what that would look like. And so if you have not done that yet, if you can just do that really quickly, because we're going to be referring to what you wrote down today, because today we are talking about the first chapter in the book. The first chapter in the book is Envision, okay? So we're going to be talking about visioning, creating sensory vision, okay? Which is different than just like a regular vision, all right? So you should have a couple things out, pen and paper, your life work from last week, and who finished their life web? Who finished? Oh, Adrienne, you are on it. Adrienne said she did her life work. Yes, I'm quite sure most people on here did their life work, because you wouldn't be back if you weren't serious about being successful. And remember, we define successful as having joy, peace, love, and happiness, not material things. Those are residual effects of your inner success, right? So wonderful. Yes, we have people who are finished. So great. So we will be talking about these 2 today. So I just wanted to get you set up for success. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about envisioning. And remember this from last time, I talked about the mask, right? So we are starting a process of unveiling the mask and becoming our true selves and being happy. I mean, like really happy. I mean, don't need anybody else around happy. I mean, can look at myself in the mirror for hours happy. I mean, can focus for a long period of time happy. I mean, don't care what nobody else says about me happy. That is what we're going to be working on for the next couple of Saturdays. So I'm so uber excited about that. All right, so get your pen and paper out. I have some statistics for you about vision. We're talking about vision today, right? So I went on Google and I Googled some statistics about vision that are very powerful. So you might want to write these down, okay? So the first statistic says 90% of the info transmitted to the brain is visual. Did y'all know that? Because I didn't know that, okay? 90% of the information transmitted to your brain is visual. So this is powerful. And I know some people say, oh, that vision board stuff doesn't work. Really? Really? Okay. Good morning, crafty girls. Welcome. So here's another one. Human brains process visuals 60 1,000 times faster than they do texts. Let's think about that. Your brain processes pictures, images, imagine, life work. Okay. You see where this is going. Your brain processes visuals or visualization 60,000 times faster than reading texts, like reading words. Powerful, right? Here's the last one. 93% of communication is nonverbal. So I can say anything out my mouth, but 93% of what I'm saying is coming from the vision of me. Woo! Isn't that powerful? 93% of communication is coming from the vision of me, not what's coming out of my mouth. Very powerful. So that's why vision is so key. And that's why that is where you start. Once you do the life wheel and you figure out the parts of your life that need more attention, that's what we did last week. Now you move into creating a vision for those areas. So my areas were fun, health, money, social life, career. Like all that white space means these are the areas I need to keep working on. So today I want you to think about your vision for these areas. Did you write it down when you did your life miracle question? Did you write it down? Write your vision down for these areas with this white space. Okay, write your vision down. So you can be doing that while we're talking. There were studies done with basketball players and weightlifters. Now this is very interesting. And it was two groups. It was the basketball players and weightlifters that actually practice every day. And then there were the basketball players and weightlifters who just sat and visualized themselves playing, visualized themselves winning, visualized their moves. So when they went to go play, who do you think played the best? The people who practiced or the people who sat and visualized that they were winning and in all of their moves? Put it in the chat. Who do you think won? The people who practiced, did they do better? Or the people who imagined? What do you think? And this was fascinating. I was like, I could not believe it when I saw it. Well, actually, they both did almost equal. They both performed almost equally. In some cases, the basketball players that envisioned themselves did better. The basketball players who sat and imagined themselves playing basketball did better than the people who actually practiced. That is amazing, okay? So that just shows you that the mental rehearsal of things is very powerful. Your brain loves it, just sucks it in like a good cold cup of water, those visions that you have. So we're going to massage that brain and have those powerful visions. Good morning, Stephanie. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome. And I just want to remind you that some scriptures from the Bible that also back this up. Proverbs 29:18 says, where there is no vision, the people perish. Now, some of us feel like we are perishing, that we have no way out. We are in a boxed wall. But what is your vision? Is your vision clear? Is it crystal clear? Can you see it? Are you envisioning yourself doing that thing? Do you even know what that thing is that you want to envision? Let's back up a little bit, okay? Habakkuk 2:2 in the Bible says, write the vision and make it plain. So that's why I had you do this last week. You are writing the vision and making it plain when you do that. So speaking of vision, I'm going to share with you, I have a vision board. Now, I'm not going to tell you to do a vision board today. Okay, I repeat, I am not going to tell you to do a vision board today. So don't be like, oh my God, vision board. I am showing you my process in hopes to inspire you. Okay, so let me show you. It's kind of big. Can Can you see that? I'm gonna back up a little bit. Okay. So this is my word of the year, overflow. Okay, that's my word of the year, overflow. And my process, I did not just start sticking pictures up here. I thought about the areas of my life that needed improvement, that I wanted to change, that I wanted to make better. And I came up with goals first. I wrote the goals for those areas in my life first. Then I took those goals and created pictures to align with those goals. Now, I didn't stop there. You got to put this up somewhere where you can see it, because your brain processes visuals very well. So I keep this somewhere every day where I'm looking at it. Some days I don't even know what's on it. It's a blur, but I'm keeping it at the forefront of my brain. So that's what I want you to do. That miracle question that I asked you, I want you to take that miracle question and backwards map a little bit. Create some goals to get to that image. And then if you want, you don't have to, but if you want, you can create the image on a vision board and then put in. Your vision board does not have to look like this. Thank y'all. I see y'all saying that my vision board cute. Thank you so much. But it does not have to look like this. Please, I don't want to discourage you. You can put it on sticky notes. You can do it any way you want. It's your vision board. Okay. You don't have to worry about how it looks. Stop. And worrying about how it looks is a distraction anyway. I just wanted to tell you. When you're like, oh, it doesn't look right, that's distraction from the content. Nobody cares about how it looks. It's about the content that's on it, okay? So I want you to be encouraged today to start thinking about your future. It's time. If you had not thought about your future, if you thought about it a little bit and you didn't want to like go full force with it, now is the time. When are you going to do it? It's a pandemic out here, y'all. Time is of the essence. Time is precious. The time is now. And that's why you're here at Success Saturdays. All right. So get your pencil and paper out, because now it's time for our lesson. So give me an emoji in the chat if you are ready with your pencil and paper. Let's see what you're saying. Yeah, Keisha says, Keisha, are you saying you're easily distracted? Michelle said, yes, I have mine in my planner. Yes. You can put it anywhere that you know you're going to look at it all the time. So give me an emoji if you have your pen and paper ready, because you're about to take some notes. Remember I said life coaching means work, life work. You can't just come on here and spectate. If you're looking and you're here and you're not saying anything and you're not doing anything, I'm going to encourage you. I'm your accountability partner. I'm your life coach. I'm going to encourage you to take that pencil and that paper out. If you're laying in the bed, roll over and get a scrap sheet of paper and a crayon or something you found on the floor, and let's go. It is time to go. Your time is precious. If you're here with me today, I'm honored. But I also want you to be here because you're serious. You're serious. These 10 sessions are not going to work unless you're serious. So thank you, Michelle. Put that emoji in there. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Designing Life. Designing Life Plans. Tell me your real name one more time, because I want to say your real name. Thank you, Theodore Linda. Thank you, Nidra, Zenobia. Yes, okay. Diamond. Hey, Diamond. Yes, Diamond said I'm serious. Yes. Thank you, Karen and Keisha. Yeah, thank y'all so much. I love y'all. All right, here we go. So what I want you to do is draw this. I want you to draw a Venn diagram. It doesn't have to be perfect like this. Thank you, Stephanie. Yvonne. Yes, Yvonne. All right. So draw this. This is called a Venn diagram. And make sure you draw a space to write in the middle. And this tells what's different and what's the same. I need to use my little. This tells what's different and what's the same. So we're going to start with the tale of two people. Now, this is also in the book. So if you had the book, you can follow along. So this person wakes up every day just being and existing. I don't even know what to call this person. They're the everyday person. They're the everyday person. That's what I'm going to call this person. Every day. They have no vision, really. for their lives. They're just kind of existing and surviving, maybe just going to work, coming home, going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home, going to work and coming home. Am I describing some of y'all right now? They know they're here. They know they're supposed to be doing something, but it's just I'm too busy. Sometimes you are just absolutely too busy doing absolutely nothing. That's this person right here. So busy that you can't think about your future. That's a problem. Okay? I'm just going to say that right there. All right. What experiences do you think this person has on a daily basis? What attitude do you think this person has on a daily basis? And you can answer that in the chat if you want, but you don't have to. But just think about it. Waking up day in and day out like this. Then we have this person over here that has sensory-led vision. They have goals. They have a vision. They put their vision before them every day. They think about everyday change. What needs to improve in my life? What do I need to do better? And some of you are on this live right now. You're here. You're here with us. You always think about, how can I do that different? You reflect on yesterday and say, yesterday I did this, but today I'm going to do better. And then how do you think their experiences are? And what do you think their attitude is? But I got to tell you, this is the smoke screen right here, because guess what they both do? Well, first of all, they both are realists. Realists. You know how some people say, I'm a realist. I'm practical. I'm a realist. Well, guess what? This person is a realist because it's real to them that they're just existing and that the world is what it is. And that's it. This person is also a realist because what's real to this person are their goals and what they imagine for their life. It's just as real as this. These two are very real. They both are seers. This person right here, they have no vision, but they still claim that they see. Right? And Michelle says, every person surfing existing being. Absolutely. This is the average person. Vicky says, lots of stress and anxiety. Oh, yes, that's what they're experiencing. I can imagine. I can imagine when there's nothing for you to look forward to, you're just stuck. You're stuck in that area and it gives you stress and anxiety. So you got to create that. You got to create that thing you're looking forward to so you can be inching out of that box, okay? That's the box that caused you to have stress and anxiety because you feel like there's no way out. And the reason why I'm saying that is because guess what? I do that. I have been in that box and I get in that box still today. But remember what I said last class. It's not that you're not trying to get rid of your stress and anxiety. You're just trying to manage it. Okay? So managing your stress and anxiety, this is part of it. Looking forward to your future is part of managing that so you can get out of that. All right? And then these last two, they both believe. I believe what I believe. I believe what I believe. And they both are manifestors. That's important. This person is going to manifest some things. And they may be negative. And they may be positive. But this person won't move too much too fast. This type of person stays stuck in the same thing for years. I mean, misery for years. This person manifests new stuff. New stuff. Things change. And they don't stay stuck for years. They get stuck. They both get stuck. But this one doesn't get stuck for years. So I hope you wrote these down because this is just the reality of vision. And so write that down. If you didn't get that, we will be having the recording of this up. And Stephanie says, the average person feels numb or empty. Oh, Stephanie, I couldn't have said it better myself. Numb, empty. Because why? Because the average person is in the box. And the average person is trying to get out the box, but they have no vision. They have no vision to get out the box. But visionary people They put their vision before them. That's why I want you to think higher. Think higher. If you have a vision about your life, think higher than that. How can you make that more? Okay. Like, for example, I had a vision of starting a nonprofit. Okay. That was really hard for me because I didn't know how to do that. So I went to go try to do it. I had some mishaps. I gave up. And then I tried again. But I tried again in a different way. I put on a vision board. I wrote some goals and I prayed or whatever. So I had a vision and I wrote some goals. And I got a nonprofit. I have a nonprofit. I work with children at Christmas time. But I had to challenge myself to think higher. So now that I have a nonprofit, which was to me a big thing to get, what's next? Do I stop there? I have to think higher. So now we're in the process of expanding our nonprofit to different areas, different cities, different states. What if this Christmas nonprofit became like Toys for Tots? Look, thinking higher. So I want you to practice that too. What is your image for yourself? What do you imagine? And then think a little higher. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to go through sensory vision. Sensory vision is about your senses. Who can tell me the 5 senses in the chat real quick? Just throw it in the chat. The 5 senses. And then Diamond says, I'm a visual learner with photographic memory. Yes, Diamond. We talked about that earlier, how your brain processes visuals 60,000%, 60,000 times faster than text. So your photographic memory matches up with that. So what are the 5 senses? Okay, we got sight. Thank you, Shaniqua. We have sight, taste, smell, hearing, and touch. Okay, that's it. Sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. Did I just said that backwards? I'm surprised I got it right. Anyway. Write those down because we're going to talk about those. All right. So we should start with which one? Which sense should we start with thinking with our vision? What should we start with? I'll give you a hint. If you have the book, it's the first sense in the book. And here's another hint. Which sense did I highlight? That's just now. I told you we're going to have fun today. We're going to have fun, girls. Yes, we're going to have some fun today. So, yes, you're right. Sight. So, when you have a vision, the first thing you have to do is see. So, in the book, I talk about seeing it with potential. And what does potential mean? You have a dream. Remember that magical question I told you to do last week? Guess what? I got news for you. It is not magical. Why, thank you, Keisha. It is a manifest question. Ooh, we getting deep right now. You did not know that question you had, this part right here where you had to imagine a perfect life for yourself, you're about to manifest it. Okay? So that is no longer something that's unattainable. It's something that you can attain. Now, I can give you an example of seeing it. When I wanted to buy a house, I kept saying, I want to buy a house. I want to buy a house. Nothing happened. But one day I got my computer out and I wrote down everything I want. I said, I titled it My Dream House. And I just wrote everything down I wanted. Closed it up. Didn't think about it. Went about my life. Didn't think about it. Then one day, I put the house on my vision board that I wanted to get a house. I put it on the vision board. I made a goal. I want to get a house this year, blah, blah, blah. The whole year went. Nothing happened. A year and 3 months, I had the house. I didn't even realize it was my dream house until one day I opened up my computer and I saw what I wrote down. And the house that I'm in has everything in it that I wrote down. I was like, how did that happen? Manifest. Manifest. Is anyone willing to share an example of when you manifested something? When did you manifest? Because you had to see it. You had to see it. So don't take your dreams lightly. Your dream is in you. Remember I said you don't have to discover your purpose. It's already in you. If you have the dream, that means you were created by a higher being, and that higher being put that dream inside you. So your dream is real. Your dream is valid. Your dream is your vision. Yes. Amen, Yvonne. She said, Holy Ghost bumps. Yes, I love that. I love that. I got to use that. So, yes, manifest question. You are about to manifest some powerful things. And that's why I want us to have testimonies when we come back on these Saturdays. Tell us what's been happening, because I know some of you are going to manifest some wonderful things. All right, that's seeing. Okay. Woo. The next one I want to talk about is, which one is this? Which sense is this? This is fun. Which sense? I can't put both of them on because I'll probably get hot. Wow. Okay. So wait, I got to read this. This is exciting. So Yvonne said, I had a vision board with a car and bought the same car. Manifested. Oh, Candace said, we made a vision board for our first home and we have been here almost 2 years. Good gracious, that is amazing. Congratulations. And everybody's right. Touch. So with your vision, with that same image of your higher and best self, all your goals, you want to touch it. And you want to touch it with tenacity. I hope you're writing this down. Are you writing this down? You're supposed to be taking notes. Okay, make sure you take the notes. Remember, we're creating a toolkit. We're creating a success toolkit. So long after these videos are gone, you will have your notes, okay? All right, so touch it with tenacity. Tenacity means hard work and hands-on. Hard work and hands-on. There is no way around this. Now, I'm going to say I'm going to love you before I say this. I'm going to say I love you before I say this. Stop being lazy. Stop being lazy. Which one of these people? You can't be lazy. And when I say lazy, I mean don't get exhausted to the point where you shut down. And that happens like quick. Don't do it. Don't get exhausted to the point. Now, you can get exhausted because I get exhausted. We all get exhausted. Get exhausted, take a nap, take a couple days off. But don't shut down for the whole entire time. Don't stay down on that ground. I am your life coach. I'm telling you right now. Pick yourself up right now. It is time to be tenacious. About what? About you. Not about, some of us are very tenacious at work. Oh my goodness, we get the work done at work. Some of us are very tenacious at home. We make sure the kids eat, they're well fed, the kids we're homeschooling, we're very tenacious. Then when I say, what did you do for fun this week? And I didn't get no response. You need to be tenacious about yourself. What do I do for fun? And guess what? I'm not going to stop doing that fun thing. I'm going to continue to do it. Even when I get tired, I'm still going to do what I love to do. Don't get tired of doing things for yourself. You can't help anybody if you're stressed. I'm sorry, you can't help anybody if you have anxiety. You can't help anybody when you're exhausted. You can't help anybody when you're sick. You have to take care of yourself. So I am here to tell you it is okay. Give yourself grace. Give yourself love. And it's okay. We feel guilty. We feel guilty, especially women. Women are socialized to not care about themselves. That's incorrect. You have to take time out for yourself. Even if you say every day after Success Saturday, I'm going to take me a bubble bath. What? Give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. And don't say, oh, I'm not going to take a bubble bath today because I just got too much to do. Lazy. Don't be lazy about yourself. Have some tenacity about yourself. I love you, though. I love you. I do. All right. Let's see. Yeah, Candace said I had no fun this week. Come on, Candace. We need to put it in today. This week is not over. Today is Saturday. Put it in today, Candace. True. I feel guilty to give myself grace. Yes. As women, I know because I'm a woman. I can't speak for men, but I can speak for women. We are socialized not to give ourselves anything. And that's why we're sick and tired all the time. So I wrote here some key things I wrote. Obstacles are a natural part of life. Write that down. Obstacles are a natural part of life. Okay? So don't get upset if you have an obstacle, if you have a barrier. It's the circle of life. Day and night always comes. Just think of night as an obstacle and day as enjoyment. You're always going to have obstacles and you're always going to have enjoyment. They never stop. Day and night never stop. So why not just manage it? You can't stop it from happening, but I can manage it and make sure that I give myself some love so I can be able to withstand the obstacles, right? Prepare to fight and focus. In my book, I talk about Rocky Balboa, the fighter in the movie, and how he was prepared. Now he fought. He got beat up real bad. But he remained focused. And whether he won or lost, the point is he did all that he could. He was tenacious about it. He was tenacious. And lastly, you are more powerful than you think. You are more powerful than you think. So activate your power. Touch it with tenacity. Hey, all right. All right, which one is this? We got 3 more. Which one is this? And then after these 3, you want to get your life work. So hang in there. You all are doing well. Yes, it feels like I am being lazy when I do stuff just for me. Theodore, Linda, amen. I'm telling you, this book was written because of stuff I went through and stuff I had to go through and to figure out. Like, that's why I wrote this book. And I was being so lazy about myself. I at one point I wasn't taking care of my health. I hadn't been to the doctor in a long time. I wasn't exercising. I was eating. I can remember eating like fast food every day for an entire week, like not cooking, soda and everything. I didn't take care of myself. And guess what, y'all? When I finally, after a very long time, ended up going to the doctor, I was diagnosed with diabetes. I have diabetes. And I knew I was at risk. My mom has it. I had gestational diabetes when I had Jaden. But I was just ignoring it. I was being lazy about my health. Please don't do that. I'm begging you. Go to the doctor. I've called the doctor. I said, I want you to check everything from the rooter to the tutor on me because So I'm managing my diabetes. We're going to use managing a lot. I'm not trying to I am trying to get rid of diabetes really, but I am managing it. I'm not eating sugar. I'm exercising. I'm trying to, let the stress get lower. So when I say, yes, take care of yourself, that's very real. All right, which one is this? Which sense is this? Come on, let me see it in the chat. What sense am I talking about? All right, so I have these headphones on because now I'm talking about the sense of hearing. And I know it's a delay. Hear it with inner words. Write that in your notes. And words means how you express yourself to yourself. How you express yourself to yourself. Oh, Theo, yeah, you know what song I was talking about. And Vanessa says, it seems like I could do everything for everybody else, but when it came to myself, I gave myself little to nothing. Woo, that is a revelation. That is a revelation. So, Vanessa, I know part of your vision is to change that for sure. All right, hear it with inner words. How do you express yourself to yourself? All right, so words dictate how you act, feel, and respond. Now, this is different from inner voice. Your inner voice is that little intuition that tells you something's not right. I'm not talking about inner voice. I'm talking about what are you saying to yourself in your head? Because whatever you say in your head, it creates itself and it forms into something. So if you say, I can't do math, it's going to create and form into you not being able to do math. Can anybody share with me what are some unproductive, this is unproductive, negative and oppressive inner words that you say about yourself? Give me some example of some negative, oppressive ones, and give me some examples of some positive, optimistic, confident, and self-assuring words you can say to yourself. You know what? Math is pretty hard, but I'm just gonna work at it and try my best. Productive. Oh, school. I ain't going back to school. I don't have no money, no time, no energy. I'm too old to go back to school. How can we change that to make that productive? School. Oh man. When I think about school, it makes my head hurt. But let me just research some of these schools and see, maybe, it's the information age, so maybe they change. Maybe I could find a school that's right for my lifestyle. Create and form. Yes, I'm too tired. How can we make that unproductive statement, I'm too tired, into a productive statement? Instead of saying I'm too tired, say, you know what? I need some rest because I need to get to the next thing on my to-do list. So I'm going to rest for a second, but then I'm going to get up and do it. Someone says, you're not smart enough. You're telling yourself in your head, I'm not smart enough. How can we make that productive? Oh, I don't know that particular thing, so I'm going to ask somebody about that. But I'm not going to make a blanket full out statement and saying I'm not smart, period. I may not know that thing, but that has nothing to do with my smartness. Just because I don't know something doesn't mean I'm not smart. It just means I don't know it for right now, but I can learn it. You don't have enough money. Unproductive. I don't have enough money. I'm broke. All right. How can we make that into a positive statement? You could say, you know what? I'm a little challenged in the financial area temporarily. I'm a little challenged in the financial area temporarily, but I am making plans to get this to be fixed and much better. You see how you have to, and these are things you're saying, not to other people, that you're saying to yourself. So our life work that you're going to leave with here in a few minutes has to do with this. Because part of manifesting your vision and your destiny is to make sure along the way, you're not creating negative detours. You cannot create a detour off your plan. You have to stay focused. You have to stay tenacious. And I can't be focused and tenacious if I'm saying negative stuff in my head about myself. Okay? All right. That was fun. And these are hot. All right. Theodore Linda says, my unproductive talk was who wants to listen to what I have to say. What makes you think you are good enough to write that? Yes. This is what we say to ourselves. We're not saying this to anybody else. It's our inner words, our inner words. So how could we say that productively? How can we change that around, Theodore Linda? Somebody help Theodore Linda out. Help her change that around. Michelle says, I will succeed. I have what I need to succeed. I'm strong. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. What? That even gave me the Holy Ghost bumps. Like Yvonne said, yes. Vanessa said, my unproductive talk is you can't do it. You are going to fail and everyone will talk about you. Woo-wee. How can we help Vanessa out? Come on, y'all. We're a community. How can we turn Vanessa's talk into productive talk? Now, she came up with her own. She turned around and said, I'm going to do it myself. She said, what God has for me is for me. That's right. That's right. And guess what? When you have a God vision, nobody around you can deter you from it. So what they think is irrelevant. It's none of your business. Positive. I am resilient. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Failure is a stepping stone to success. Yes, failure means I'm just switching into another direction, as Oprah says. Oprah says failure means I need to go into another direction. That's all that means. It doesn't mean you are a failure. It just means that in this moment, I need to go into another direction. All right, let's go to the next one. I have this. This is a candle. What sense is this? And in the interest of time, I'm just going to show you. Smell. All right. Now, this says smell it with sweetness. Breathe. When you smell a candle, you breathe. Thank you, Fit Body. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Diamond and Yvonne and Karen. You guys are on it. Thank you. You guys are on it. We've been on here for a while. I'm almost done. I have one more sense and then we're going to give our life work, okay? Smell. I'm breathing. You don't even know that smelling can be part of meditation. Don't let the bitterness of life stop you. Stop and notice the sweet spots of life. Take advantage of those. Be present in those moments. Gratefulness is a powerful habit to have. Gratefulness propels people into their manifest destiny. There's research all around it. No, I'm serious. If you Google the benefits of gratefulness or data around being grateful, it is super powerful. Being thankful, being faithful in your little things, and then you know he'll give you much. Being faithful in the little things. So you don't have to have a big house right now to be grateful. You don't have to have the right job right now to be thankful. Okay? So smell it with sweetness. Smell your vision. Smell your vision. All right, and the last sense. This one was a little hard. I got a pot and some beans. I got a pot and some beans. What's the last one? The last sense. All right, I know you want to put it in. We have a little delay on it, but I'm going to go ahead and show it in the interest of time. Thank you. You got it. Taste. So the last one, and I hope you're writing these down. You should have all 5 of these written down. Taste it with substance, truth and reality. That's what substance is. It's the thing that's like real, like matter, like it is factual. It is there. It's the truth. And it's your reality. So your reality, facing the truth will launch you into change. So that's why we did this. You have to face the truth before you're launched into your vision. Okay? And then you need heat to cook a good meal. I love that. You need heat to cook a good meal. So your reality may be heat, right? Your reality may be the heat you're going through. So it may not be like nice right now. But remember, heat boils and simmers and into something that eventually changes into something you can eat. So that's why I have this. When the heat hits this pan, that's all of your pain, all of your heartache, all of that pressure and stress and weariness. That's the heat. That's why I say don't give up, because the heat makes things boil. And when they boil, they turn into a good meal. So these are lentil beans. These are lentils. And I looked up lentil beans. Like once these are cooked and seasoned and I started eating them, what am I doing to myself? Where I read that they're very nutritious and they're high in vitamin B, magnesium, zinc, potassium. They have 25% protein and they have iron. So if I'm afraid of the heat, these will never cook. But if I manage the heat, cook the beans, eventually they become something that's very healthy for me and that can get rid of my diabetes, that can manage my other health issues. Okay, my low iron. They're full of iron. Okay, so once you have that vision and you put your senses with it, it becomes real. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to just hear my voice right now. Close your eyes. Nobody should be in the chat right now because your eyes should be closed. And I want you to use your senses. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to right now think about your feeling. Think about how you're feeling right now. I want you to think about the smell of where you are. Think about what you're smelling. I want you to hear what is around you. And some of you can't close your eyes. That's fine. And I want you to touch something. Touch your leg. Put your hands together. Touch the arm of your chair. Touch anything. And I want you to see within yourself something different. I want you to see that's your reality, that's your truth. But now I want you to now take all of your senses and see something different. So I'm going to help you a little bit. I got this from chapter 1 of my book. So imagine with your eyes still closed that you are on a mountain, but I want you to feel the air and I want you to smell the grass and I want you to hear the bumblebee that's buzzing by your ear. And I want you to touch that little pink flower that's sitting right in front of you as your legs are crossed. And I want you to notice how real that picture is. Now I want you to think about your life work, that miracle question, that manifest question. And I want you to think about that. Think about your future. Can you see it? Can you taste it? Can you touch it? Can you hear it coming? Can you taste what it would feel like to be in that area? If you can, you just experienced sensory-led vision. All right. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating. You know you cannot leave without your life work. Next week, we are going to be moving into the X Factor. And so let me just put my guide up here for where we are because we have 10 weeks. So next week, we're moving into the X. Discover who you are. Okay. So this is your life work. Okay, see this life work? It's a lot. Get your pencil and paper out, y'all, or screenshot. Shoot the screen. Okay. So the first thing I want you to do is write bathroom mirror affirmations. Take your vision and take positive words and write them on sticky notes and put them up in your bathroom mirror. On your bathroom mirror, not in your mirror, on your mirror. So I did some examples like, I am healthy and strong physically. You want to put that right on up on the bathroom mirror, right on up there. All right. I make 10,000 in royalties a month. Okay, and you can tell these are mine. All right, so I'm gonna put that up on my bathroom mirror. And then I will fulfill my destiny. Whatever I'm supposed to do on this earth, I'm not gonna go to the grave before I get to do it. So I'm gonna say these 3 things every day when I brush my teeth in the morning. I want you to do that. And I want you to come back next Saturday with some testimony if you have some. At least 3. You can put more, but I want you to do at least 3 on your bathroom mirror. All right. The second thing I want you to do is write a vision for the areas on your life web with answers to the magical questions. And I want you to post it somewhere in your house. So this could be a vision board. This could be like just some notes, but it needs to be visual. Remember we did those statistics at the beginning. Your brain holds on to 93% of what it sees. So you got to keep the vision before you. So take your life web and your magical question and put it up somewhere so you can see it. All right. So you should be seeing these in the bathroom, and you should be seeing your life web manifested. So my life web, I'm going to be looking to manifest in my vision. So this is what I see. I put it up here, and I'm in this room every day. I work in here, and I'm looking at this every day. And Nidra said, what if you do not have a life web? Yes, Nidra, this is your first time coming there. I did a day 1 last week. So if you go to day 1 last week and watch that one, you can see how we made the life web. You can follow that. And also in the description, Nidra, I put an old video of how to do your life web in there. And Nidra, this is the life web right here. This is the activity that we did. So you can go back to day 1. It's there for you. All right. And then lastly, I'm excited about this one. I want you to take a personality test. It's called, and it's free. It's free, y'all. So you do it. Don't be lazy about yourself. Do this test. Okay. All right. The Enneagram personality test. Here is the URL for it. I wrote it down on here, but I'll leave it in the description of this recording. Okay. So I don't know if you can screenshot that, but you're going to go here and you're going to take this test. That test is going to tell you some good stuff. Now, personality tests, they don't diagnose you, but they confirm some things about you. And all of them are not really true, but this is a really good one. Disney has all their employees taking this test, and I took it. I took the test. It looks like this. So it's free, but you can pay. If you pay $20, they'll give you the full report. So I paid $20 for the full report. But you don't have to pay $20 for the full report. They give you a great report for free because I did it myself. And the test only takes 10 minutes, okay? It only takes 10 minutes. All right, so this is the test I want you to take. All right, 3 things. Affirmation, do your vision, put both of these up in your house, in your bathroom, this somewhere else. And then take this personality test, because we're going to talk about this test when you come back next week for your X factor. What is your X factor? What makes you different from everybody else in the entire world? And that is your specialness. You have a specialness that you should not be ashamed of. I don't care if people laugh at you. I don't care if people talk about you. If you're solid in your specialness, they're going to have to turn around eventually because you're going to be unmovable and unshakable. We're going to start with the X factor. And remember too, thank you, Trika, that the workbook is also, if you go back to day 1 in the description with the Life Web, is the full 30-page free workbook. So you can work in here. There's some key questions in here from today. Today we talked about chapter 1. So if you go into your workbook today, look at chapter 1 and fill in all of those questions. So I think I am done here. I just want to apologize to you really quickly because I said this book was $8.99, but obviously Amazon, when people start buying stuff, they be upping their prices. I be like, what are y'all doing? But you can get it on Kindle. I think it's like $3.99 on Kindle. I hope that doesn't go up. But please grab the book if you want to read more of what of the topics that I've been talking about, because there's more about this topic in the book. And yeah, we are done. Go enjoy your Saturday. I am about to give myself some love. I bought this nice bath bomb that turns into bubbles. I'm going to do my bubble bath today. So what are you going to do for yourself today? Don't be lazy about yourself today. Go do something for yourself. Go for a walk, go shopping, shop online, dance, listen to your favorite music, do something for yourself today and make it a beautiful Saturday. And I will see you next Saturday at the same time with your life work talking about X Factor. So I honor you today and have a blessed one. Bye, friends.